This is 37th Street Radio and TV, and of course, we are out here hooking you up with the best of the best when it comes to interviews. And today we have another special guest. So, guest, please introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tillani, Patricia, and I'm 21. I'm a student in USIU doing psychology, and I'm also a content creator. I've just started like a month ago, taking it seriously, and I'm trying to get into fashion, lifestyle, and beauty.
Yeah, so we'll just go straight into it. And you have said you are in school doing psychology, and you're still doing beauty and fashion on the side. So I want to know, like, when did this interest, when it comes to beauty and fashion, when did this interest start?
I noticed it when I was really young. I was about 14, no, not 14, I think about 10. I used to see my siblings, my older siblings and cousins doing, like, you know, the era of the Fair and Lovely powder, and I wasn't able to do it, but I used to enjoy watching them do it. And when like makeup was advancing and they would try out different things, and I just started really liking it. So when I finally reached the age of like 14, I just saved some money and went and bought something and tried it on myself. And I was like, okay, I actually think I really love makeup. So that's when my interest really began.
So had you thought at that time, were you maybe thinking of using, because it was an interest that started while you were young, or did you ever think of maybe doing something professionally in it, or maybe doing a business in that line? Did you ever think of something like that, or it was just you were just fascinated by the whole thing?
By then, I just used to just feel like I felt like it was just a fascination, as you said it, because I didn't know that you could do an actual job like makeup artist or just anything related to beauty. I wasn't yet aware of like such things. So I just wanted to enjoy it and do it on myself. And that's where my thoughts had only reached.
Yeah, so for fashion and beauty, I've seen that you have a business, Boss Lady Lens KE. So is that the main thing you are doing when it comes to fashion and beauty, or you still have other things in that line?
Currently, that's the only one that I'm doing, because I needed, I first of all started a side hustle in other things. And I was just fresh out of high school. I needed to get some money, and I was a lot like idle. So I was like, okay, I have a talent to braid, because no one really taught me how to braid. And I had like a big interest in hair. So I just tried it out online, and I was getting so many clients. So I went for it. And that's what I'm currently doing when it comes to beauty. But my thoughts are to like expand it and finally start doing human hair company and just anything related to like beauty. But then I don't want to be the only one doing it, because when it expands, I'll be able to introduce things like nails and makeup, but I don't want to be the only one doing it.
For when you talk about even fashion and beauty in that line, many guys usually and you have seen it, of course, many guys usually, if it is when it comes to investment, they just think about maybe setting up something like a boutique or doing makeup and selling makeup products. But for you chose to do hair products. So I just want to know, what was the criteria of you going that route?
I didn't get a chance to think about it much at that time. So it wasn't like an idea I had before, and we're like, one day I'm gonna want to do hair or anything like that. It just happened. I was really trying to think of how can I make money, but at that same time, I knew I loved beauty. So I would have really loved to do something related with beauty, but I didn't know what I could do, because to like start doing makeup artist jobs and stuff, you needed to save like a lot of money to even start with products, or if I needed to go to makeup school, but I felt like I was capable of doing makeup even without going to makeup school, but still the finances. So I was like, what can I do related to beauty that doesn't need me investing in like the business when it starts? So I just thought of like braiding, and that's when it came. It just came in like a day, and I started as a joke, but then it ended up growing really big because the clients I get nowadays are like continuously coming back, and I feel like that's a big growth for me.
You see, when you want to do anything, when it comes to business, there's usually a very big problem, and you have just talked about you are fresh from high school, and now you want to start doing something for yourself. So you setting up a business like this, of course, you need some tools. There are things you need to purchase in order to even start. So you are just fresh from high school, and of course you don't go to school to make money because it's just learning and that. So for you, where did you get your starting capital?
I kind of tried another business before I did braiding, which was selling clothes. So that's what my sister was doing at the time, and she was bringing in good money, and she told me like, if you really want to get money and you want to just start something, how about you just try? And I was able to ask my mom to lend me some money, but she actually gave me money to buy other things for myself, but I decided to sacrifice that money and put it into business because I really believed in making profits in the end. So I went and bought some clothes, and I came to try and sell, but not all of them sold. That's when I knew it wasn't for me, because I tried it for like some months, and I kept leaving, like having some clothes left behind, and I would only sell a few of them, and I was like, okay, I really don't like this. But for the ones that I sold, I was able to like save up some money to buy the products that I would need to do hair, because with hair you don't need like so much. You just need good equipment and product to braid, and it wasn't that expensive. I only used about 4,000 to get the things I needed, and I was ready to go.
I want us to talk about friends and family, and this is just in terms of you have, like our education system, and just looking at the Kenyan environment, it's usually like go to school and get a job. Now for you, you decided, of course you are still in school, but you decided to like do become an entrepreneur. So I just want to know the reception between on family and friends. Did they embrace you? Were they like, what is she trying to do? Or you just decided to do it without even consulting nobody?
So actually, it's a very interesting question, because when I finally started getting into business, I was so scared to tell my mom, because like I just had never been in such a field before, and I didn't know how she would take it. Plus, I'm the last born. I just really felt like she would tell me that it's too early or something like that. But I just went ahead and started before telling her. And then when I came back, I told her like, okay, mom, this is what I'm trying. Because I ended up like feeling like I needed to get advice from her, and I needed to get her opinion. And she was actually very okay about it. She just, when I started the clothing business, she was okay with it because I was doing it at home. But she told me to be careful when I go out to look for clothes. And when I started with braiding, now she got a little bit more concerned. She was like, okay, you're going to people's houses, because I do mobile braiding. You go into people's houses, you need to be careful. She would keep calling me like, but I remember my first day for braiding, she kept calling me. She called me like 3 times just to make sure I was okay. And but anyway, I felt like she was very okay with it, because she saw me trying to make some money for myself, and she was kind of proud of that. because you know you don't want someone to just sit around and depend on you. Plus, I do want that pressure to be on her. So she was happy about it. My siblings are okay with it because I mean it's a big girl thing that I'm trying to do, and they were happy about it, as well as my friends. Actually, my friends were a bit surprised because they didn't think I would be the type to go out there and like hustle. But then later on, they were like, wow, you're really motivating me, Tillani. And I'm also trying to start a business. And some of them would talk to me about their ideas. And I was just happy that everyone around me was loving that I was doing this for myself.
You've talked about doing psychology, and I'm just thinking that that's a very demanding course. So
Yeah.
like, I don't even know how you juggle between entrepreneurship and school.
So currently I'm a freshman, so I haven't reached that level where I have so much work yet. But so far it's kind of, when I was doing my diploma, it wasn't that much work because it was just okay. From what I'm seeing, the difference between my diploma level and the undergraduate, I felt like the diploma level was very like spread apart, or probably it's because I was in a different school, but I had so much time in between where I could just like leave school, go like run an errand, or I could probably not go to school today because I don't have a class. But in my undergraduate and the new school that I'm in, I feel like my time is really taken up, especially for like the whole week, because then I'd have to be in school like every single day, apart from Friday and the weekend. And that just makes me feel like, okay, now I don't have so much time to myself to create content or to work. I actually haven't braided in like 2 weeks just because I'm going to school and trying to focus on content creation. And it's a big, I'm trying to like really balance. I haven't gotten there yet, but it's a struggle, but I feel like I can manage.
When you look at the market right now, and even you, when you were starting out your business, where do you see yourself, the business, in maybe 5-10 years, like the end goal?
I feel like I'm going to be really far because my biggest desire when it comes to the business that I have right now is completely, okay, not completely changing it, that I want to stop braiding completely, but I would really love to just get into human hair making and have a whole human hair company. So, and that I feel like can be done in about 4 or 5 years. And in 10 years, I'm hoping to expand it and have braiding included, human hair, have a whole salon and like a beauty parlor, I guess, which is going to be like a big achievement. And probably by the time it's like 10 years, I would want to have like different branches and make it look like a like a statement company, not just this one salon over there. I want it to be like there's one in Nairobi, one in Kisumu, Nakuru, something like that.
When we talk about beauty and fashion, I would like to, I'm really interested to know, like, who is your fashion icon?
Wow. My fashion icon. I don't have a solid person that I really look up to when it comes to fashion, because it's when I'm just trying to discover what I love. But there's I'm always constantly on Pinterest, and there's this one girl that I'm constantly stalking her page because of her fashion. She's Kenyan, but she left the country, and she's called Foy Wambui. I think, is it Foy Wambui? It's something like that. Yeah, she has like a really good taste in fashion, and that's the kind of inspiration I look up to.
Do you think by you going to school, of course, you're interacting with people from different cultures, backgrounds, do you think by interacting with these people, you are able to, it really helps you in business in terms of identifying the client's needs and wants just by interacting with people from different walks of life?
Yeah, I feel like it does because then like the more I interact with people, especially when I'm going to braid and I meet like so many different people that I don't even know, it makes me realize that, okay, when I talk to them about my interests in wanting even a human hair company, I would know, okay, this is a student I'm braiding. What do they think about such? And what kind of budget do they usually have? And then it made me like, excuse me, like go back to the drawing board and see that this is the kind of pricing I should have. And I shouldn't go overboard for if I'm trying to target this market, or I should just like, it helps me make make the prices fit my clients. And even when it comes to braiding, again, I see how many people are able to afford the kind of prices I have, and what hairstyles do they usually want to go for. So I can then plan my business in a way that I can still target the market that I want to get into.
You also have a YouTube channel, and I was just checking it out.
Yeah.
You had a break, and I don't know why maybe you took that break. You can talk to guys about what the channel is all about and maybe what to expect.
Sorry, my internet got a bit unstable. I didn't get the whole question.
Okay, I was talking about you have a YouTube channel, and I just want you to talk about what the type of content that you are putting out, and the vision for that channel still.
So my YouTube channel, well, I've always wanted a YouTube channel for so long. I think almost 5-6 years now. And I remember this was my desire since I started, like, you know, watching YouTube, the eras of Kina Elodie Zone and whatnot. And I felt like that was really fun. And I wanted to start, but I wasn't able to for like a very long time because of equipment. But when I finally did, which was this year, okay, I tried last year, but then I lost my phone again. But now, seriously, starting it this year, I wanted it to be about beauty again, fashion, and lifestyle. So I want to be able to, like, when I travel, take some content, and also like bring people on like my fashion journey, because I'm also just getting into this for myself and discovering what I like. So I want to just share a lot of like fashion that I love on that. And I also want to do a lot of makeup videos. But I realized the more taking videos and the more I'm looking into the content I want to produce, it's like I really love the lifestyle and fashion part of it. I mean, I do love makeup, but I feel like I'm really enjoying the fashion and lifestyle part of it, which I'm going to try so hard to like put out there very soon.
Yeah, so I want you to share with guys the most important lessons that you have learned just from interacting with people, carrying on with your business. You can share with them the lessons that you have learned, and you are willing to even maybe teach guys.
Okay, so I'm still learning, but currently, so far, what I've learned is to never like stop when you're trying to get to a certain point in life, because I tried so many businesses that failed and so many things that were working for other people but never worked for me. And I kept losing money. At some point, I even felt like, am I stupid or am I just dumb when it comes to these things? And I couldn't sometimes even tell my mom, like, I lost this amount of money trying to do such and such a thing, because I was just scared to be judged. But at the end of the day, I realized that's what led me to knowing what I really wanted and what was for me. And it's just something I would keep telling my friends and other people out there who'd want to know. Just like never stop. Sometimes you might keep losing money, and not that I wish that for you or for anyone, but even if it happens, just never lose that vision that you want for yourself, because that's how you even get there. And I also really learned to save, because that's something everyone says all the time. But sometimes for me, because my business is a little bit not planned, you only like get clients today, tomorrow you probably don't have another. So sometimes a situation can happen, like I can have so much money this week, and then next week I don't have a client, and I was expecting a client. Then if I didn't save, then a situation happens. I'm just now stranded, because, you know, I thought I had a solid business, but then this week I don't have a client. So I just tell anyone, like, in as much as braiding is like a really fun job because you don't need to invest any capital, don't spend the whole profit you make just because everything you get is profit.
As we are finishing up, I want you to talk to guys about your business, tell them the services that you are offering, tell guys the name of your YouTube channel and where they can find you.
Okay, so my business is Boss Lady Lance KE on Instagram, and I do braiding services alone for now, and slowly gonna get into human hair. So you can also wait for that. And I'm also having a YouTube channel called Tillani Patricia with a double L. And my Instagram is also Tillani Patricia. And since I'm trying to be a content creator, you can also reach out to me for any collaborations that you would like, because I'm really open to that right now, and I'm going to do a really great job.
Yeah, thank you so much for giving us your time. We wish you all the best.
Thank you so much for this interview. I really enjoyed it. Have a good day.
Have a good day.